Did your mom teach you to wash chicken before cooking? Your mom taught you. Her mom taught her. And her mom taught her mom. Generation after generation, this habit got passed down like a family recipe. It felt like the responsible thing to do, the clean thing to do. And honestly, nobody questioned it. So here's the question nobody in your family ever asked. What is the water actually doing to that chicken? Because the answer completely changed how I think about my kitchen. And by the end of this video, it'll change yours too. Before we get into the science, I want to be clear about something. Nobody taught you why it was a problem because most people didn't know. You learned it from someone who loved you, someone who was trying to take care of their family the best way they knew how. Your mom wasn't wrong for teaching you. Your grandma wasn't wrong for teaching her. They were doing exactly what made sense with what they knew at the time. But here's the thing about food science. It keeps moving forward. And sometimes it catches up with habits that have been around for 100 years. And here's something that might surprise you. A study from Drexel University found that most people who wash raw chicken simply don't know it's a problem. It's not stubbornness. It's not carelessness. It's just information that never reached them. So this isn't about blame. It's about understanding what's actually happening. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Ready? Let's start with chicken. Raw chicken can carry bacteria on its surface. The two most common ones are Salmonella and Campylobacter, and according to research published in Food Protection Trends, these are two of the leading causes of bacterial foodborne illness in the US. Now, your instinct says water should rinse that off. Makes complete sense. But here's what water actually does. When water hits raw chicken, it splashes. Tiny, invisible droplets fly in every direction. They land on your counter, your cutting board, your clean dishes sitting nearby, and those droplets carry bacteria with them. In 2022, researchers at Montana State University filmed this with a super slow-motion camera running at 1,500 frames per second. They placed clean plates all around the sink, ran water over raw chicken for just 30 seconds, and bacteria showed up on plates sitting several feet away. Several feet away! And here's something the researchers found that nobody expected. The bacteria they identified on those plates included organisms in the same family as Aeromonas, Pseudomonas, and Staphylococcus, genera that contain known human pathogens. But wait, there's more. Chicken is soft, and that softness actually makes things worse. When water hits something hard, like a plate, it bounces off cleanly. But when water hits chicken, it sinks in slightly, creates a tiny dent, and that dent acts like a ramp, launching droplets outward with more force. The higher your faucet sits above the chicken, the farther those droplets travel. Food safety experts and government agencies all say the same thing. Don't wash raw chicken. Now, here's something really interesting from that 2022 study, because it tells you exactly what's happening in your specific sink. The researchers tested two faucet heights, one low, one high. At the lower height, splashing was significantly reduced. At the higher faucet position, the splash covered dramatically more area. And the initial moment the water first hits the chicken, that's actually when the biggest splash happens. The study found that gradually turning on the water, starting slow, reduced that initial burst of droplets. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where water does contact raw chicken, lower is safer. Slow start is safer. But here's the honest conclusion the researchers came to. Even under the best conditions, splashing was never fully eliminated. There is no completely safe way to wash raw chicken at home. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but my family has been doing this for decades and nobody got sick. That's a fair thought, but here's what the research from Drexel University actually found. Cross-contamination from washing raw poultry creates more food safety problems than undercooking does. And according to FoodSafety.gov, 1 in 6 Americans get sick from food poisoning every single year. 128,000 of them end up in the hospital. You just never know which meal it came from. Okay, let's talk about the other meats. Because chicken gets all the attention, but what about everything else in your kitchen? Beef and pork. Do you rinse your steak before cooking? Maybe to wash off small bone pieces or just out of habit. Food safety experts and government agencies recommend the same thing for all raw meat, not just chicken. Water splashes bacteria from the surface onto everything around it. Only heat makes it safe. Fish and seafood. Rinsing fish with cold water before cooking feels like the right thing to do, especially across many cooking traditions. But food safety experts say the same thing applies to raw fish and seafood. Don't wash it before cooking. What about after marinating? Some people rinse the marinade off before cooking. You don't need to. Put it straight in the pan. The heat handles everything. Let's talk about the things people try instead. Hot water. Your tap water cannot reach the temperature needed to kill salmonella, which food safety guidelines require cooking to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot tap water doesn't come close. Washing very carefully and slowly. The 2022 study tested exactly this. Lower faucet height and slower water flow did reduce the amount of splashing, but it never eliminated it completely. The researchers were clear. The risk can be reduced, but not removed under normal home conditions. Using soap or detergent on raw meat. Food safety authorities specifically warn against this. Soap and detergent are not approved for use on food. Residues can be absorbed and make you sick in a completely different way. So the recommendation stays the same. Don't wash. Okay, so if you're not washing, what do you actually do? FoodSafety.gov lays out 4 simple steps to keep your family safe from food poisoning. Step 1, clean. Germs can survive on your hands, utensils, cutting boards, and countertops. Wash your hands with plain soap and water, scrubbing for at least 20 seconds before and after handling raw meat. Also, clean and sanitize your surfaces and utensils after they touch raw meat. Step 2, separate. Keep raw meat away from other food, utensils, and surfaces that won't be cooked. 1 cutting board dedicated to raw meat only. Never let raw chicken sit next to vegetables, cooked food, or anything ready to eat. Step 3, cook. This is the only step that actually eliminates bacteria from the meat. Chicken and turkey, 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Fully cooked through, no pink at all. Beef and pork, 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Warm all the way through. Ground meat like burgers, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Fish, 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Flakes apart easily. Step 4, chill. Refrigerate raw meat as soon as you get home from the store. Don't leave raw meat sitting out. Keep it cold until the moment it goes into the pan or oven. Clean, separate, cook, chill. 4 steps straight from FoodSafety.gov. Here's what the Drexel University study showed us. When people finally understood what was actually happening in their kitchen, they changed. Not because someone told them to, but because the information made sense. That's the power of understanding the why behind what you eat. Your mom taught you to wash chicken because she wanted to protect you. Her mom taught her the same thing for the same reason. That habit came from love, and it made sense for a long time. But now you know what the science actually says. Water doesn't remove bacteria from raw meat. It moves them around your kitchen, onto your surfaces, onto your food. The only thing that makes meat safe is cooking it to the right temperature. Pass that down to the next generation. And if you want to go deeper on what's really inside your food, follow the channel and turn on notifications. Every week, we break it all down.